Hi, welcome to a new lesson. We are still on the second section of the course, taking a look at all the amazing effects that this software has. So this time we are going to talk about the simulation effects, and this set of effects are actually really cool. We can simulate stuff like rain, bubbles, and many other cool things. For example, if we select the bubbles effect, you can see how this image turns into bubbles. So if we hit play, these bubbles are going to float around, and you can see that this has the same colors as the image has. You can see how in these spaces these are actually holes in which we can see the image behind it. So we can change anything, the amount of bubbles, we can change their speed, you can change the amplitude and the size of the bubbles. We can hit play here, and this is really nice. This is a cool effect. We could create some wonderful things with it. We also have the drizzle effect. If we hit play, you can see some waves forming here on the image, and of course they are animated. Take into account that these effects will consume a lot of RAM out of your computer. We also have this cool effect called Mr. Mercury, which is really nice because if we hit play, we can see some drops of mercury forming the image. So this can be really nice. This is a really cool effect. We can use it for wonderful things. And of course you can change anything. You can change the gravity. For example, you don't want it to have gravity but instead floating around. You can change many properties here. Later we have the particle whirl effect. In fact, I'm going to do one lesson only for this particle whirl effect because this is one of my favorite effects because you can create almost anything with it. You can create snow, you can create rain, you can create sparks, you can create anything with this particle effect, and it's really wonderful and it's really tricky to use, so I'm going to dedicate a whole lesson to it. So right now we have the pixel poly effect, and what it does is to shadow all the image like this. With this it doesn't look so great right now, but with this you can create wonderful effects. For example, if you have a nice movie title and you want this movie title to sort of like explode into many particles or anything, you can create it with this awesome effect. So it's really cool, this one. Or you can also change the gravity if you don't want them to fall but like explode into your face or something. You can create wonderful things here. You can change the direction, you can change the speed. It's really nice effect, and we can create wonderful things with it. We can create very nice effects with this pixel poly. Also we have the rainfall, and for the rainfall it's actually looking better with this image. For example, if we take simulation and create a rainfall, and this will, of course, it's obvious that what it does, it creates rain. So see, take a look at how it looks. It looks really natural and really realistic. You can see that this applies perfectly with this image. So it's really nice that with just one button we already have rainfall. This is a really cool effect. And of course you can select how many drops you want, the size of these drops, if you want it to have some wind, if you want them to not go vertical but with the wind. You can change almost anything here, and it's actually one of the best effects here on After Effects. We can also create a snowfall, and it works the same way as the rain. You can see how we have snow cones here. We can increase the size variation too, and this is a really nice effect also. If we have some footage of maybe a winter or something, we can add this and it will look really nice. We also have this starburst, and this one creates this effect. Looks like a Star Wars intro or something. You can decrease the speed, of course. The spacing also. So this is wonderful to create, for example, an awesome movie title, and we have this effect. Maybe change a little the color or something, and we can create wonderful things with these simulation effects. These are one of my favorite effects, the simulation effects, and I'm eager to talk about the particle world because that's one of my favorite effects. But that will be later. Let's continue to take a look at the effects.